Hello there, Capricorn. Thank you for stopping by for your weekly tarot forecast for the week of February 9th through 15th. I am using the Russian Tarot of St. Petersburg once again. And so, Capricorn, on Monday, what you have coming up is a beautiful card. This is the Star card. And this card really is beautiful because it talks about really being able to follow that inner knowing that you have, that intuition, that gut sense of what's right and what's wrong and what needs to happen and what doesn't. And you know, that inner knowing that when you look at somebody, you know if you can trust them or not trust them, that type of thing. And so I see Monday, that you're really feeling very comfortable following that inner knowing, and it's really a wonderful, wonderful place to be when you can follow your own gut instinct. And so Tuesday, what we have coming up is we have the King of Coins in reverse. King of Coins in reverse. Now, before I say this, I am going to say this is a general reading, so it won't apply to everybody. The only way to get a specific reading is to get a private reading. But what I have coming up is King of Coins, and I feel like there's somebody in your life, this is going to be a male personality for most of you Capricorns, who has been generous to you, but has the perception now or suddenly on Tuesday that his generosity has been being abused. So maybe there's some kind of misunderstanding, or maybe you have been sort of taking advantage of him. I kind of feel like we have a split on some of these situations. I feel like some of you, yeah, you have been kind of taking advantage of this guy. And some of you, you haven't been taking advantage of this guy, but there is a problem with communication. And let's see, what is that day? That's Tuesday, that's the 10th. It's right before Mercury comes out of retrograde, so miscommunication is still an issue. And so what happens is when this person starts to perceive that he's being taken advantage of, he's going to be cutting off the flow. No more generosity from him towards you. And for those of you who have not been taking advantage of him and he's just perceiving that, it's going to be a little while before you're going to be able to actually before he's actually going to be able to grasp the truth of the matter. And when he does, it's not going to be because of anything that you say or do. It's just going to be that the truth just always has a way of coming out, one way or another. And so I feel like for those of you who you haven't been taking advantage of him, but he's going to think you have, I feel like for that group of you, this person will come back to you once he understands, and he will let you know that he feels bad that he had this wrong perception of you. For those of you who this is actually an accurate perception that you really have been taking advantage of this person, if he comes back to you, you're not going to like what he has to say. I'm feeling a real aggressive tension from this person. So I wouldn't expect to be able to approach him about any more help for a while, a good long while. Okay, so Capricorn on Wednesday, you guys have the Sun coming up in reverse. When the Sun comes up in reverse, that just tells me that Wednesday is a very non-productive day. It's a day of spinning your wheels and feeling like you're going backwards. It's kind of a day of putting out fires. Whatever you had on the agenda for Wednesday, that's not getting accomplished because you're too busy putting out little fires that are popping up around you. So a lot of distractions on Wednesday, keeping you from feeling very productive at all. Thursday, we have the Magician in reverse. And what I'm hearing is what I usually hear whenever I pick up this card. Beware the trickster. That's just the phrase that goes with this card. Beware the trickster. So when the Magician comes up in reverse, this can be anybody from a child practical joker with, the packs of gum. He offers you a piece of gum and you go to grab it and you get shocked. All the way up to a con man. So anywhere in the middle, and this is a general reading, and so I'm not really feeling like I can say to everybody, oh, it's just a little practical joker, don't worry about him. Because for some of you, this is actually somebody who can do significant damage by pulling the wool over your eyes and getting away with things. So you just kind of want to keep your eyes open Thursday. Make sure you know what's going on around you and what people's real intentions are. And if you're not sure about their intentions, follow your gut instinct. Pull back a little bit. Kind of wait and see what happens a little bit, and kind of make your judgments from there. Try not to rush into any judgments on Thursday, because if you go into something with somebody who is trying to, seriously pull the wool over your eyes, it can be pretty detrimental to you. So best advice is just, hold off on things. Give yourself time to think. Whatever is going on Thursday, try to wait till Friday to make any decisions, unless they're with somebody that is not, a trickster, somebody that and you trust in your life. Okay, so that's Thursday. Friday, we have the 8 of Coins. Very, very productive work day on Friday. Now, what you need to know about me and work is that work can come in one of two different ways for me. Work can be how you actually make your living. Work can also be those things that we do to improve our own character and our own self. Things like therapy, things like spiritual healing, things like working on changing old habits, anything like that. So what I'm seeing on Friday is that you're having a very productive work day. So that could come in a couple of ways. That could just mean that at work you have a really great day. You have a day when you get a lot accomplished and things go very well, and you're feeling like, you really put in everything that you're getting paid for plus some. You just really did great at work. Or it can come in as you doing a lot of work on your character on Friday. And for some of you, this is what it is. I would say for 60% of you, this is working on your character on Friday. Now, this doesn't mean that you won't be at work on Friday. You probably will. But you're also going to have a lot going on at a much deeper, more personal level that is changing and transformation taking place. Okay? So then the next card that we have coming up is the card for Saturday. We have the 9 of Clubs in reverse. Now the 9 of Clubs in reverse is just telling me that on Saturday there's some kind of project that you're kind of trying to tie up the loose ends on and finish up. And it's been a project that you've really enjoyed, but now it's time to close it up and be done with it. And Saturday there's some kind of delays, something kind of keeping the loose ends from being tied up. So it's not going to be completely done and said and done when you go to bed on Saturday night. Now Sunday we have the Ace of Clubs. And the Ace of Clubs on Sunday just means that you are receiving some kind of inspiration on Sunday. You're going to have this inspiring new idea. There's going to be a new passion that is born within you. Something new that you're going to begin to work on or to work with that really just gets your fire burning, gets your juices going. The creativity is just going crazy. And you're just having lots and lots of fun with it. And I see this very first kindling of an idea coming in for that on Sunday. So Capricorn, there is your week. For those of you who would like to schedule a session with me, please be aware. I do more than psychic tarot reading. I also do spiritual healing and I do mediumship work. So check out my website. Make sure I'm the best reader or best healer for you. I'm at Amista, amista.info, info. Once you've looked around there and you've decided if I'm really the best person for you to work with or not, then contact me and we'll set up a session for you as quickly as we can. And for the rest of you, I'll see you next week. Everyone have a great week. Peace out.